Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I had this dream that we were almost, it's like it was an African theme park. And my mom wanted to go on this ride. Well, not a ride, but it's almost like a tour or something. I don't know how to explain it, but it was called Bedrock Mountain. And it was like a grayish black color, and it had clouds above it. But I was nervous to go on, and we did some rides, but I don't remember seeing the rides because I didn't see them. It's like I didn't see the rides, and after the last ride, we were going on it, and I saw the mountain, and it looked like I saw this path or road, dirt road.
Dirt road?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so it's a path.
Or like, no, like a dirt road for
Okay.
cars. And I saw almost like a GPS. Is that what you call those trucks? GPS?
Jeeps.
Jeeps, yeah, Jeeps, I mean. Jeeps. And I saw a Jeep, like a tannish colored Jeep go down with people in it, and there's a driver. But it looked almost like the road was going straight down, almost like that.
Mm-hmm.
But there was a driver there, and it looked like he was driving. But the line, it was almost like a swamp. Like they're like alligators, skulls, flesh.
Well, what about the line? What line?
Well, the line was almost like a bridge. That bridge I told you about?
So was there a line being formed by people?
No, but it seemed to be quite empty, but it would be the line.
Okay, so to get to this this mountain.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But there's flies, and it smelled too. But the wood looked safe, but it looked like it was decaying. Like it looked like it could break on us.
And
like
the swamp, what was in the swamp?
Alligators, skulls, flesh. It's almost like people fell down there and died.
Okay.
But there were walls. They were big, like adult skulls though. Like someone pushed them in or something.
There was walls?
Not walls. Like, you know how you go upstairs and there's those rims.
Yes.
It's like that. But so it's almost like someone threw them off or pushed them off into it.
Okay.
Because like there were bars here that would prevent the kids from falling in, and they're all adults though too. But when we got and like to the actual thing, there was these people, or we were on it, and there's like, how do I say it? Like these cords or straps that would go around your shoulders and your waist area right here. And it looked like almost like it was like half a metal box. Like these are half of the walls right here, the floor. And it looked like this part and this up here, it was all missing.
So the upper half was missing, right?
Yeah, it's almost like this right here, but cut in half, and then there's just all this remaining.
So the bottom half was...
Yeah, but it was hollow too, so like, it was so like we weren't all like in a tiny room. But it's almost like we got pushed onto like a helicopter or something, and there's a cord connected to it, and we got taken up, and all my family was on it, like my mom, my dad, my baby twins and baby brother, Josiah, me, and we went on and we're going up, and it's almost like it got colder and snowy. But also another reason my mom wanted to go on there is because I guess there's a very big lion on Bedrock Mountain that she wanted to see in my dream. But we got taken up high and just started sliding back.
Did the lion seem good or bad?
In the dream, when I imagined it like a nice lion, but we never saw the lion.
Okay, so kind of like Aslan.
Yeah.
And you said there was green grass up the mountain?
Mm-hmm. You know, like certain parts was grass where the dirt roads would be. But as we were going up, just started sliding back randomly. And I saw him get strapped in, but randomly, somehow he was sliding back. Like the strap disappeared from him. And I had my strap still. but he started sliding back, and I was like, Josiah, did you have your strap on? And he's like, no. So I grabbed him, and it's almost like I flew off a little, but I was able to get back on. And then suddenly it's almost like it split in half, and it caused all the kids from my family got separated from my mom and dad.
So the box car or whatever, that metal box, got split in half again. And it separated the kids from the parents, right?
Mm-hmm. Well, it didn't split in half. It's like it multiplied pretty much. Like it copied itself.
Oh, okay. So a new box car or whatever, a metal box got created and the kids were placed in them.
Yeah, but the helicopter multiplied itself too.
And the parents were in the other.
Mm-hmm. It's like whatever did that took the kids away from the parents. And my mom, I saw her, she was trying to reach us. She was trying to get us. She was trying to put us over, but it was taking us away fast, way too fast. And eventually, it's like we are supposed to be going towards like the lower part of the mountain, but for some reason we are taken to like the pointy part or the top of the mountain. And then when we got to this landing pad, I saw all my other friends and looked like they're confused, like wondering how they got taken from their parents, how they get back to them. And once we got off, it's like we appeared in this room, and it was almost like I can't remember what it said, but it was almost like a robotic voice. It sounded like it had the voice of a human, but it's almost like they use some kind of machine to make it sound like a robotic voice, or
sort of like Siri or Google or GPS.
Yeah, almost like that, but it sounded almost creepy and evil sounding, like it was deep and creepy sounding. And we got in, and it told us to do these games. So we did these games, but they were like, that was like hide and seek and Marco Polo. I can't remember the rest of the games we did, but then it's almost like out of nowhere, all these wild animals appeared, and we had to fight them. And eventually, we did fight them. And one of them was a lion. Well, there are multiple lions actually, and we got rid of them all. And then it's almost like a door opened to this room, and there's like 2 computers, and one group of kids was at one, and another group of kids was at another.
So it was kind of like an escape room of some kind?
Yeah. Pretty much you're put into some kind of psycho or deadly escape room.
So once you defeated the animals, a door opened, and then there was 2 computers in the next room.
But also, it's like some of my friends were calling, or Liam Watson, one of my friends, I can't remember who else. It's almost like he crawled through this vent, but...
He crawled through a vent?
He crawled.
Oh, he crawled.
Like he'd go through a vent, like they got
through a vent.
But it looked almost like their house when I saw the inside, but it wasn't their house. Like, I don't know how I'd say it. It looked like we were in their house, but we weren't at all. And eventually, but each computer, the 2 computers, one had 10 questions and another had 10 questions. And each group of kids had to answer all 10 questions. But once you got them all right, this door opened and it looked like it went out to outside. And when we went out, it looked almost like it was almost like snowy walls and floor, but it was hard too, like it was, how to say it, like compact, like squeezed together really hard, almost like an ice cube. And I saw my mom, and she ran up to us and hugged us, and she was happy to see us. And all the other parents ran to their kids and hugged them. But we were all confused how that even happened, because when we went there, that wasn't supposed to happen. Kids weren't supposed to be separated from their parents. And then I saw, I don't know who it was, how would I say it? He was like a tannish color, or how do I say it? It was almost like a light brown color almost. And he looked creepy and sick. Like that kid, he was little and he looked sick looking.
A kid. A
Yeah.
kid that tagged along with you?
Yeah, one of the kids here, he looked little, or almost like he'd be the size of Abigail maybe.
And so he was with you.
Mhm.
And he looked sickly.
Yeah, he looked creepy though. Like his eyes looked yellow almost. He was creepy. He had it looked like he had a little sister or brother. But
Let me turn. Hang on.
he had a little sister. I can't remember if it was a little sister or brother, but she or he didn't look sick. He looked normal, like a normal person. But it's almost like he wanted to be in that escape room more for some reason. I don't know why. But I was like, it's over. We're not going back in there. But he just stared at me creepy. Ugh, it was creepy though. But I don't know what happened to the parents. I never saw. I mostly saw what happened to the kids because I was in there with them. But all I know is that pretty much what the devil meant for bad, God turned into good, because we were supposed to be in there for almost like eternity pretty much. We'd never escape it, but the Lord helped us and we were actually able to beat the whole crazy escape room in like 5 hours.
5 hours. Okay.
And that's all.
Okay. Thank you, Isaiah.
You're welcome.